Hey, what's up, everybody? Scotty here. Welcome back to another episode, Pills of Eternity. This time we are doing quest two-sided. It's going to be in Brackenberry. That's where we need to go. If I can freaking get there. There it is. Alright. You can pick up a quest right here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to specifically keep it to the two-sided quest. It's actually very short. Upon entering in here, I didn't even talk to anybody. It just gets updated. Now I'm showing you the quick way to do this. The other way was to talk to a statue on that first floor, and she'll tell you that there's an expert down here. But by doing so, you pick up another quest, and there's a lot of other dialogue, and I'm not going to do that. So come speak to Bellasege. Now this is going to be a lot of reading. So we find out what's going on with Aloth and his awakening. Kuzi, here I am, looking so hard for answers in my research, though I did not see the kith standing right in front of me. What can I do? Looking for expert on awakenings. Eck, that would be me. Through the lack of research subjects has made me more than an expert in counting floorboards. I would like to transfer animacy success into buttressing pre-awakened souls to soothing those whose souls have already awakened, but I need subjects, and most of the patients here are too broken to produce reliable results. It is a tragedy to come so far for nothing. You're in luck. Have a volunteer. Gellerad. Who is it? I don't know about this, says Aloth. Don't be silly. The process is perfectly harmless. Beg your pardon? And she wants him to step in that cell, even though he never really does. Oh, never mind. I jest. Sorry, I've got to remember this kind of old English sayings. I jest, which she's joking. You Adarians are so uptight. I don't even know what this thing is used for. I belonged to the last occupant for this office, I think. Now they upgraded him to a cell. Again, I jest. So I need you to sit here and relax, but don't try too hard, and you won't be relaxing. Indeed. You must wear these. A little cold, but the copper will help to conduct your essence. The essence is kind of like his soul's essence, and the awakened soul's Ishelmeyer's essence. Ishelmeyer's the lady that's his awakened soul. Anyways, I will now I will examine your soul through my scope. It is fitted with Adra lenses cut to different thicknesses and convex. By manipulating them, I'll find angles and densities that will allow me to track the anomalies in your soul. Does this mean we get to talk to Ishmael more? I like that lady. But first we need to find this cunning interloper. First answer the personal questions while I make adjustments. So she's going to test him to see how he reacts so she can get a focus point on Ishelmeyer's soul, or her essence. Don't worry, I'm sure we won't hear any of it. Seems like everybody else just leave the room. Because he has to give away personal information. Law says, very well. To begin with, tell me something personal. Something from time before your awakening. There's nothing to tell. I was just a normal child living in Sithwood. I'm going to say, what do you remember about your home? As you speak to Aloth, you feel a voice like a bell in your chest. It tolls softly, luring him to the midst of his own memory. Besides, Bellasege, whatever, doesn't seem to notice anything, but you feel as if her words were soothing his essence, untangling its many threads. Aloth says, comfortable, modest, quiet when mother was away, which is most of the time quiet enough to hear the clink of glass on wood. This is when I know to be the most careful. Father is good about hiding the bottles. That's what he means, because clink the glass on the wood. So you, like, here's my coffee mug on this wooden desk. So, that's what it sounds like. Father was good about hiding the bottles. When Mom was home, it is good at pretending not to notice them. This is good. I'm starting to see something. Continue to tell us more about the time you awaken. I was in my 5th year of training. Mother is home. I I can let my guard down a little because when she is around, he is usually only angry at her. But he has heard that I have trouble casting spells, that my flame shields are unstable. He is furious that I have failed. Mother's presence remind him that he has failed too. The first blows take me by surprise. One moment I am sweeping the kitchen, and the next I am sprawled on the ground, stupidly looking at flecks of blood on the tile. His boots glistening with fresh polish thud across the floor. He kicks me in the stomach, and I crawl up to shield my vitals. But this is pointless. Protecting one thing only leads to something else exposed. Still huddled to the ground, I retreat as fast as I can, or repeat until the vision of the kitchen and my own trembling to the knees is nothing but a pinprick against the field of black. Maricho. He hypnotized himself in his old memory. You got to bring him out of it quickly. I'm going to say number 3, this isn't real, it's just a memory. Well, this is a memory, it's not real. And what about the rattles you see? Now Ishomar is talking. And what about the rattles you see in the space twixt your ears? They real for you? She speaks in kind of a foreign dialect. Ishomar is who I'm talking about. That's it. I'm seeing a shift in the essence. Something is spreading and congealing. Keep talking. It seems to respond to you. So, since he's recalling these memories of child abuse, this soul has spawned. It has manifested itself. So it's kind of a key to how his awakening happens. What brought you here? We are now speaking to Ishomar, by the way. Crackling bones and voices higher and higher. The warm molasses filling the crypts down your gut when the crisis is nigh. Belfetto. The flares are totally distinct. Now try to get the two of them talking. Ismail, tell Aloth why you awakened. Fie. He's the one who needed me, hiding in his own bone bag like a turtle in its shell. I never turned it over to you. That was Aloth. Not to be confused. Good. Yes, very good. I can now see the 2 separate patterns of essence. When he ibs, the outer flows. It's as if the awakened soul fills the space that he leaves empty. Go on. Choosing number 2. Nigh, more than I am giving. You should ask what I did with the old man of his. The last time he lays hand on him, I break him in 3 places. That wasn't your decision. It's never been your decision. Aloth says. True Aloth. Ishomar, even though it says Aloth, I'm just going to distinguish the 2. Ishomar says, nay, it was the awakening, but I am stuck with you, and damned if I will let your Ninian drag us both through this scupper. Ack, very good. I think we finally got something we can work with. I tracked Ishomar's distance throughout the exchange, and she has particularly high density index during the most heated portions of the argument, and her essence seemed to localize more clearly in the lower portion of the subject's left rib cage. That's right, around the spleen, which of course means that she's triggered by a black bile. No doubt the subject's characteristic melancholy is to blame. That's utter horseshit, says Aloth. It does seem as though she's got one thing right. Yes, never mind my years of training. I suppose you have a better explanation. It's number 3. This woman's just trying to say, oh, Eshelmar's got something in his spleen, but no. We just kind of figured it out. So I'm picking number 3. Which is true. Before we went to the Temple of Wodika and the main quest, Never Far from the Queen, he had a reaction. You know, we were kind of in a stressful situation. We didn't know what we were getting into. We could have been killed for all we knew. Anyways, I have to check against the other research. Well, good for you, but what does this mean for me? Bellasege frowns in her notes, tapping her cheek with quill, making a grand show of observation, concentration. However, you catch her stealing a glance at you over the pages. Number 3 is what I'm choosing. No, I'm doing number 1. Ishamar tries to take control of you when she thinks you can't fix a problem on your own. My thoughts exactly. I've been more than careful about her from now on. I have a lot to process regardless. Thank you for your help, Judah. Oh, that's me. Well, I hope this has been useful to you as it has been to me. I finally have the material worth publishing. You will have a toast of Revu, some drink. So now SMR is talking. Advancing from the right principles of animacy. No, never mind, that's Aloth. Yeah, that's Aloth because every other word is normal. No, actually it's just what you've always wanted. No, that's actually Islamar. Okay. It gets confusing. Please, I don't want my personal... Aloth says, please, I don't want my personal information published like this, especially not after her nonsense. It was a fair deal, so you gotta honor it. Now, Ishamar says, I not gonna help ye explain this one, scholar boy. And that concludes Two-Sided. Thanks for watching.